Hey, what's up? Yen here, and I'm back with another review video, and today I'm going to talk about this. This is the TRUTHEAR Nova. It is a 1 dynamic driver plus 4 balanced armatures IEM in-ear monitor, and its retail price is $149 and is available on Shenzhen Audio's website. So if you guys are interested to find out more, do check out the unaffiliated link in the description below. Now in this video, I'm going to go through the accessories, design, build quality, fit and comfort, my sound impression, and I'll conclude with my star rating. Now this video will have time chapters, so please feel free to skip around. Okay, so let's first start off with the specifications of this earphone, because I've already unboxed it. So if you haven't watched my unboxing video, I'll leave a link somewhere up here. Okay, so very quick one. Sensitivity is 123, impedance is 14.8 ohms, and the effective frequency range is 20 to 20,000 hertz. Okay, all right, so let's move on to the accessories, and this is the one that I like. This is the some sort of a man purse. It hooks onto my backpack very conveniently, and it's got this zipper here. Okay, so I can take my IEM out very easily, and it's easily accessible. Okay, so I like this black color. I mean, black is very manly, so I'm not ashamed to bring this out. Next accessory is the ear tips, right? So this ear tips is actually a very comprehensive set of ear tips. You have your double flange, your foam tips, and your normal usual. Ooh, I got this upside down. Is it? Yeah, I did. Okay, so you got your double flange, and you got your foam tips and your silicone ear tips, and it is a very comprehensive set of ear tips for the price of $150, and they are good quality ear tips. So yeah, very nice. Next is the cable. Now the cable, I've got a love-hate relationship with this cable, and you know what, this is a very unique cable, a very unusual color. I love the color. I like the vibrant color of it. It's blue, is my favorite color, and it's fabric. Yeah, it's nice to the touch. It doesn't feel, you know, synthetic or whatever, but it's nice. It's nice. The thing I don't like about this is, or rather I don't understand, okay, TRUTHEAR, please explain to me why the ear hooks is done halfway. I think this is coming out. Yeah, why are the ear hooks short? I don't understand this part. So yeah, this is the part I don't understand and I don't like. Okay, all right, so that's for the accessories, and now let's move on to the design and build quality. Now in terms of the design and build quality, they are pretty normal in terms of the shape of the IEM. It's got this IEM shape, and the faceplate is nice. It's got this blue oceany kind of look to it, the pattern, and it's acrylic. It's made of acrylic. On the inner shell, it looks nice as well, and it's not too, the curves on the inner shell are not too aggressive, and also the nozzle is not too long. One thing I do not like about the nozzle is that it doesn't have like a lip. All right, doesn't have a lip here to hold the ear tips on. All right, so the ear tips doesn't stay on, and it slips out quite easily. Okay, so that's one thing I don't like, and that's for the design and build quality. Now let's talk about the fit and comfort, and they fit my ear pretty well. I like, it's not a very aggressive IEM in terms of the inner shell shape of the curves, and it doesn't wobble in my ear, so it's a very nice fit. Okay, and I can wear this the entire day with no issues at all, and no pain and no fatigue. Okay, so that's for fit and comfort. All right, so now let's move on to the sound department, and let's talk about the drivability for this. And these are pretty okay to drive. I've been listening to this at about 50 to 60% volume, and they're pretty okay. I used it with my iPhone, iPad, and all my dongles, and they work with most of my gear, no problem at all. Okay, now let's talk about gear matching, and man, this is actually pretty good. It matches with a lot of gear, and I would say anything. Yeah, you can throw any gear at this, it will sound really good, because this is actually a pretty balanced tuning. Alright, next let's talk about the tone and timbre. The tone and timbre for this is one of the best, alright, I've heard. Is very well balanced, and yeah, overall a very, I wouldn't say perfect, but it's just nice for my listening preference. The tone is not too heavy, it's not too light, it's a little bit of texture, it's quite fun, it's not too lean, it's not too dry, it's not too warm as well. It's just nice, very pleasant, and it's very pleasurable to listen to in terms of this tone and timbre. It's natural sounding, and at the same time it's quite neutral sounding also, but yeah, very nice tone and timbre. I love it on here. Now let's talk about the technical performance for this. And the technical performance of this, in terms of price to performance, is fantastic. For $150 you're getting value for money, so definitely a worth it IM to buy with this technical performance that it gives out. Okay, in terms of soundstage, it's a very natural soundstage. It's not the widest, it's not the narrowest as well. It's just nice, very natural, very nicely layered as well. It's got good sound separation and good imaging as well. In fact, very good for gaming, did I mention? So if you game a lot, this IM is actually pretty good for gaming. The imaging is fantastic. You can actually pinpoint where the footsteps are coming from or where the explosions are coming from. Soundstage is just nice and laid out, you know, it's very nicely laid out, and overall gaming is fantastic on this. Detail retrieval is okay. It's not the detail monster, but I can pick up most of the details on this. And the resolution, fantastic resolution. I mean, this is definitely one of the most resolving dynamic driver and hybrid IEM that I've heard so far. You know, it's very resolving, crystal clear sound from this IEM. Okay, now let's talk about sound signature, and let me post the graph somewhere up here. And if you look at the graph, it looks very balanced. The sub bass is almost close to Harmon, and then your mid bass is very harmonish, and your mids is actually very harmonish as well. It's just that the treble is a, well, I would say a very smooth treble, I wouldn't say dark. Yeah, it's dark, it's not very dark treble. So with this combination, this gives me a very smooth, very correct, and very well balanced tuning. Okay, now sub bass has got good extension. In fact, it extends very well, and it gives me a very good bass foundation because of that rumble. That rumble has got a very good bass level, and it's really good, and the texture of it is just nice. It's not too warm, it's not too lean as well, and the overall natural tone of it is very nice. I like the rumble on this. The mid bass is also thumpy. It's not overly done. Okay, it's not heavy, and it's not too lean as well. It's not weak. It's just nice. You know, the thump is just nice, and also the impact is just nice. It's not overly impactful to a point whereby it bleeds. It does bleed, but it's not overly done into the mids. Okay, now the mids. Mids are forward and veiled at the same time by the bass, but they sound clear, very crystal clear mids, and they sound natural and quite musical as well. Pianos, they sound very nicely textured. Violins, they've got good tone to it, and trumpets, they sound really nice and bitey. Okay, so overall a very nice forward mids. Vocals, male vocals, they sound great on this. They sound authoritative, at the same time they sound pleasing, good tone as well, musical, and overall a very nice presentation for the male vocals. Female vocals, on the other hand, female vocals, they sound a little bit laid back. Okay, they don't have that sparkle there, and the energy as well, they lack that energy, but that's a good thing because they are not sibilant, they're not harsh, they are not in your face, they are not intense, and you can listen to female vocals fatigue free. Okay, so for those of you who are sensitive to the high pitch of female vocals, this is actually a very good IM for you. Okay, now let's talk about treble. Treble is a non-aggressive treble. Is also not a very exciting treble. It's not a very energetic treble. So if you are sensitive again to the harshness, to the intensity of treble, especially female vocals, cymbal crashes, hi-hats, the taps, then this is actually a very good transition from the mids to the treble, the gain to the treble. It's the transition, as in when you listen to a track, sometimes there is like a shift in frequency. You won't get that sudden jolt in your ears. So that's the gain to the treble. So this is a pretty smooth gain to the treble, and also a pretty laid back treble. So when you listen to your tracks, you find that female vocals, especially female vocals, will sound a little bit, you know, high on the pot, I guess. But yeah, it's a little bit laid back. It's not too energetic, and they sound nice in terms of the tone. They sound a little bit heavy in the note weight, but a little bit dark. Okay, so a very dark treble for that, but a very natural roll off to the treble. So though sometimes when you have cymbal crashes and your shakers, they don't sound too airy and too grainy. This one sounds very smooth in terms of the roll off of the treble. So that's the sound signature of this TRUTHEAR Nova, and overall a very smooth treble, very smooth listening experience, and I would say this is buttery smooth, and it suits a lot of genre of music. I listen to classical and on this as well, and they sound great on this. Very crystal clear. The resolution on this IEM is really fantastic, and yeah, a lot of genres. It's a very balanced tuning IEM, and you can listen to any genre of music on this, and I would say it's all-rounder, and at $150 is a very cheap and very good option to go for. And if you want something that is universal and fits all your music, this is the IEM to go for. Okay, so for that, I will give this IEM a 4 stars out of 5 stars. Yes, I like this IEM very much, and this is going to be in my pocket all the time. Yeah, I'm going to reach for this all the time. Okay, that's how much I like it. Right, and that concludes my overall impression and my review of this TRUTHEAR Nova. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That's it for now. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.